In the heart of the mountains, far away from the chaos of the world, there lived a young monk named Tashi. His life was one of peace, mindfulness, and dedication to the teachings of the Buddha. But Tashi wasn't always calm. He wasn't always a picture of tranquility. Years ago, when Tashi was a young boy, anger controlled him. It ruled his actions, clouded his judgment, and made him act without thinking. Every time someone said something he didn't like, his heart would boil with rage. One day, while working in the fields, Tashi got into a fierce argument with another monk. The words they exchanged were sharp, filled with insults. Tashi's heart pounded. As the anger within him grew, consumed by anger, he went to his teacher, the elder monk. Seeking help, he asked, "Master, I can't control my anger. How can I find peace in my heart when everyone around me makes me so upset?" "Let me tell you a story, Tashi," the elder monk continued. "Once, a man walked through a village. He was tired, hungry, and angry at the world. He passed a beggar on the side of the road who offered him a piece of bread. But the man, full of anger, rejected the bread with scorn. "I don't want your food. Keep it." The beggar, undisturbed, smiled and said, "It's all right. You don't need to accept it. I offer it to you without attachment." Anger is like that bread, Tashi. It's given to you by others, but you don't have to accept it. It is only when you accept anger and carry it that it becomes your own burden. Tashi meditated on this teaching. Slowly, he began to understand anger, like a passing storm, needed to be let go, not held on to. The next time he felt anger rise within him, he remembered the beggar's words. He chose not to accept the anger. He chose peace instead. With each passing day, Tashi practiced the teachings of patience and mindfulness. Instead of letting anger control him, he learned to control it. He practiced deep breathing, visualized the anger as a dark cloud passing through the sky, and let it float away. He meditated on love and compassion, seeing others through the eyes of understanding, not judgment. One day, the same monk who had once angered him said something hurtful. But this time, Tashi did not react. He smiled softly and with a calm voice said, "I understand your pain, my friend." The monk, surprised by Tashi's peaceful response, grew silent. "You see, Tashi, anger does not define you. It is not your true nature. Your true nature is peace, compassion, and wisdom. When you let go of anger, you allow these qualities to shine through." And so, Tashi found peace within himself. He learned that the key to controlling anger was not to suppress it, but to understand it, to observe it, and to let it pass. Anger is a fire that can burn everything in its path. But just as a fire can be extinguished by water, so too can anger be calmed by mindfulness, patience, and compassion. Like Tashi, you too can learn to let go of anger, to choose peace, and to live with a heart free from hatred. The journey to peace begins within. Choose wisely, for you are the master of your own emotions. Namaste.